Welcome to another episode of Topic Discuss. This is a special episode because my superfan and son Axel requested that we do a little investigation and discussion into the 2021 Lamborghini Huracan Evo, and that's what we've done. In fact, in this episode, we're going to drive one. So buckle up, buttercups. It's another episode of Topic Discuss. This 2021 Lamborghini Huracan is Lamborghini's entry-level sports car. Now, when you think of entry-level, you have to think about it like a 632 horsepower Land Rocket as entry-level. So Lamborghini treated the Huracan to a host of upgrades so substantial that this road-conquering two-seater is now actually referred to as the Huracan Evo. The Huracan Evo primarily features an updated exterior, including front and rear bumper designs and a relocated exhaust and rear spoiler. This helps keep the Huracan looking as new as it did when it was first unleashed in 2014. But for 2021, Lamborghini added this rear-wheel drive version of the Spyder convertible. The Huracan Evo is actually powered by a naturally aspirated 5.2-liter V10. This particular rear-drive Huracan produces 602 horsepower. The all-wheel drive models come standard, which have about 631 horsepower. But either way, the Huracan comes with a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. The all-wheel drive Huracan Evo Coupe rocketed from 0 to 60 in just 2.8 seconds, making it one of the quickest vehicles ever tested. And this rear drive Spyder we're driving here is a little bit slower, needing 3.5 seconds to make the same run of 0 to 60. Not too bad. Even though this Spyder is a little slower, not too much, it actually drives like a classic rear drive sports car, and you really feel like you're behind the wheel. Listen to this clip. This is my son getting into the car. It is pretty small. It's 5 inches shorter than a Honda Civic. And it's because most of this is dedicated to the engine. But as you can see, there is actually more room than I thought there would be inside the Huracan Spyder. And you can see the controls are incredible. They're simple, they're easy to use, and it really becomes second nature as you begin to drive the car. These seats are threaded with this beautiful design, the red stitching, the Huracan Evo logo on the seats, and the seats are really comfortable. Again, I was surprised that it was so easy and comfortable to drive the car. I often didn't realize I was even in a sports car. So I want to talk about these 3 modes you see on the steering wheel: Strada, Sport, and Corsa. Each of these settings drastically changes the way this car functions, and it's incredible. In fact, the Evo is an immensely intelligent car. It's equipped with a supercomputer that channels all types of information to a central processor in order to better adapt to the driver. As for the Strada mode, we didn't really drive in that mode. It's almost like driving your mom's minivan in Strada mode. My favorite mode was the Sport mode. And you can understand why when you drive this car, it feels like a real machine. Sport mode dials back the traction control system just a little bit so you can play around with it a little bit more when you're steering, but not so much that you feel like it's dangerous. So Lamborghini calls this the fun mode, and it allows the rear to kick out a little bit more. Another reason I really liked the sport mode is just how it sounded. You really got the sports car sound every time you shifted, upshifted, and every time you downshifted. The other thing too about this car is you could go so fast and turn sharp turns and not feel out of control of the car at all. You didn't feel like you were going to slide, tip over. So I was really impressed with how much control I had over this car at high speeds. And this last mode here is the Corsa mode. And that really is a rough mode, I felt like. It's partly because it's manual. And when the RPMs redline, it doesn't automatically shift. So you really have to pay attention to shifting. And I'm kind of lazy, and I don't really care about the paddle gear shifts. So that's my experience with Corsa. This car has a very narrow, small little frunk, a storage area there in the front of the car. The other thing that I really liked about this car were just the rims and these red brakes, the Lamborghini logo there in the center, and just I think really cool wheels. This is the dash and the steering wheel, very comfortable, very sleek, kind of futuristic space design. With the way that it starts, the way that it shifts, the console, it's all really convenient and easy, and it just feels, very sporty, obviously very Lamborghini, and, just an overall awesome ride. So I think the other thing that is really fun to listen to is the engine and how it kind of roars. So here in this next clip, we'll take some time to hear it start.
Oh my gosh, dude. The engine is behind us. This is amazing. My heart, I'm shaking. This car, is it, I feel like it might be more fun to drive than the Tesla because of the sound.
The sound is so cool.
It is. It's amazing. Like when you're driving the car, you feel so cool. That V10 is amazing, dude. Whoa. This car is phenomenal. Look at the stitching. Does this thing have any carbon fiber, or does it not have any?
We decided to take a drive up Red Canyon Park in Las Vegas and took a little detour at the stop and met some supercar owners and custom designers. So we're going to take this next clip and listen to what they've done with their cars.
I'm Aaron, Las Vegas. What's going on? We build cars and motorcycles. This is a rare Comptech Acura NSX. This one was built maybe one of 40 originally. It's about a handful left. This one is a factory collab with Comptech, so it's a wide body package. Seamless design. They're not over panels. It's running 315 R888 tires on here, full KW suspension, drop sump turbo, full turbo, so it's running a 61 trim turbo, fully adjustable suspension and wing, full gauges. It was in D Sport magazine in 2019. So pretty.
And tell us a little bit about your company. You said you build cars?
Yeah, I build cars, yeah. DRT, Drag Racing Technologies. We had Ultimate Innovation before we opened the toy store in Georgia. So
what kind of cars you build?
everything stock, custom, foreign and domestic. There you go, there's a McLaren.
Oh, jeez. Axel.
We do motorcycles as well, so.
Is this your birthday or what, dude?
I know. Sweet. Okay, cool. We're going to come back in a minute and bring a right-hand drive JDM RX-7 FD that's built too.
You're kidding.
No.
Did you hear that?
No.
Listen
Mazda
to
RX-7 FD. You know that one like Dom drove in Fast and the Furious, the red one? But we have a right-hand
I
drive.
haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture. Yeah, that's going to be the next one up. These are their maiden cruises.
Yeah, it doesn't show you the actual
Oil and
VTEC.
intake, that's it. Yep, that's all that's
See
it.
a little bit, but
If you open up the roof, you'll notice it. That's cute. You know why, right? Because they want Lamborghini service specialists to work on it. That's it. That's where it's all right. Yeah, go ahead, go under there. You can take a look if it's not too hot for you, and then you can triple grade A carbon Cybon.
yeah.
So there's the methanol tank.
Mhm.
So I'll just
That's so awesome.
This is so cool.
thanks, man. So still working out the details. Here you go. This is the FD. That's my youngest son. And they matched.
Yeah.
So
Oh, look at this, Axel.
What?
Look at this. It's so sick.
Oh, that's cool.
spotlight in my phone. Dude, I love it. Any kids that want to take a look, we're all freaking car guys since day one. There you go. Ooh, that's something.
So all in all, we had an incredible day. We had no idea that we were going to meet these guys who also had supercars and drive around with an Acura NSX and a green McLaren in our beautiful Spyder red Lamborghini. So happy birthday, Axel.